Again, my name is Heather Lee O'Keefe, and I will be presenting today's CLE. As the founder of Lee Law Firm based in Fort Lauderdale, my legal practice stands at the intersection of innovation and tradition, specializing in transactional business matters, contracts, and the dynamic field of technology and social media law. I also serve as a trusted expert at LexisNexis, where I currently work in our state and local government department. But before this current role, I held the privilege of providing research training and consultative services to premier AM Law ranked firms nationwide. And it was during this time that I discovered my ability to connect with legal professionals and my love for presenting and education and contribute to other legal professionals' success. So this really laid the groundwork and the visionary journey for what brought me to stand here before you today. And it's my pleasure to share my passion for the law with you and this really exciting area of AI as we explore these new realms of legal innovation, technology, and the ever-evolving landscape of our profession. In today's session, we will be delving into the realm of artificial intelligence, also known as AI, and its profound impact on legal research. First, we will examine the practical applications of extractive AI, understanding how it's currently transforming traditional approaches to legal research. And if you don't know what that even means, don't worry, we'll get into all of that too. Moving forward, we will address the nuanced challenges associated with the integration of generative AI. Again, if you're not sure what that means, that's what I'm here for today. In the legal research world, and then some real world examples that you may have recently seen in the news. It is crucial to navigate these potential risks while ensuring alignment with the ethical standards outlined by the American Bar Association's Rules of Professional Conduct, so we will touch on that as well. But on a positive note, we'll also explore the strategic benefits of incorporating generative AI into our legal practices. I'd like you to picture it as a powerful ally, streamlining legal research processes, providing succinct summaries of legal content, and significantly reducing time spent on routine tasks. Today's CLE is all about understanding the potential of AI while maintaining a professional and responsible approach to its integration. So, welcome to the AI evolution in the legal realm. Let's briefly cast our minds back a few years when this hot topic really started. Back in 2019, the ABA Legal Technology Survey dropped a bombshell. Only 8% of us were venturing into the world of artificial intelligence. Fast forward a bit, and here we are with AI stealing the spotlight in legal circles and beyond. The game changer here, generative AI. Led by technologies like ChatGPT, which launched about a year ago. And then most recently, in November of 2023, just about a month ago, we unveiled the commercial launch of the legal industry's first generative AI product, Lexis AI, which we'll also explore in today's CLE. Now, I know legal professionals like yourself might be wondering, how will AI reshape my current tools and resources? How can I leverage AI to my advantage? Is AI an empowering ally or a potential threat? Today, we are on a mission to unravel these mysteries of AI in the legal universe. We're not just talking theory. I've got examples, resources, and insider tips to share with you today. But first, let's start with the basics. What exactly is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence encompasses the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, particularly computer systems, and it finds applications in various domains such as expert systems, natural language processing, speech recognition, and machine vision. Now, in enterprise IT, terms like AI, machine learning, and deep learning, they're frequently used and sometimes interchangeably, especially in marketing materials. However, it's essential to recognize these differences and distinctions among them. So starting with artificial intelligence, coined in the 1950s, the term artificial intelligence, or AI, specifically it refers to the machines that simulate human intelligence. It represents a dynamic range of capabilities that evolve with technological advancements, with machine learning and deep learning falling under its broad umbrella, as we can see here in this graphic. Next, machine learning empowers software applications to enhance the accuracy in predicting outcomes without explicit programming. So, leveraging historical data as input, machine learning algorithms predict new output values, a capability significantly boosted by the availability of extensive data sets. And then finally, the last subset, deep learning. This is another subset of machine learning and AI, which draws inspiration from the brain's structural principles. Its utilization of artificial neural networks has propelled recent AI advancements, contributing to breakthroughs that we've recently seen, such as self-driving cars and innovative language models like ChatGPT. Now let's hit the pause button for a moment, take a collective deep breath, and connect the dots of what this means for you or legal professionals in general. Despite the rush of recent public excitement with ChatGPT and all the news articles we've seen, the journey toward developing responsible and trustworthy AI tools has been quietly unfolding for several years now. Now, here's the fascinating part. If you've ever fired up LexisNexis or Westlaw or even Google for a search, brace yourselves for this revelation. You've used AI. I know. Yes, you heard it right. Now, by a show of hands in the room here, who has ever run a search query using an online legal research platform like Lexis, Westlaw, Google? Come on, I'm sure we've all at least Googled something, right? That's what I like to see, hands raised. Well, guess what? You've been AI savvy all this time without maybe even knowing it. So now let's unravel the fascinating story of how AI has been quietly shaping our legal journeys. To truly grasp the emergence of AI, let's take a look at some legal technology research platforms currently on the market that you may already be familiar with. For example, LexisNexis has been at the forefront of AI development for legal professionals, and our tools fall into two main categories. First, extractive AI tools, and two, the star of the show recently, generative AI tools. But before we go any further, I think it's important to first understand the difference between these two key kinds of AI, extractive and generative. First, extractive AI is artificial intelligence that extracts relevant data points from the data that it has already been trained on. So for example, LexisAnswers, Brief Analysis, Pinpoint, and many other products within the LexisNexis legal research platform already use this technology, and they have been doing so for many years. This type of AI finds relevant data results within existing data. So now let's explore some of these extractive AI tools, and then we will get into generative AI next. So extractive AI is the powerhouse behind algorithms that extract vital data points, recognizing patterns and predictions to retrieve the most relevant data information from a sea of data. And the magic happens through a blend of natural language processing and other machine learning techniques. So to make this concept tangible, let's explore an example that is probably close to many of us if you've used LexisNexis, called LexisAnswers. So this extractive AI gem takes advantage of large language models to elevate your legal research game. Now, you're probably wondering, what is a large language model? It is, in the context of artificial intelligence, a large language model refers to a machine learning model that has been trained on vast amounts of textual data to understand and generate human-like language. These models are capable of processing and generating written text based on the patterns and information that they have learned. So imagine this. Instead of just highlighting potentially relevant sections, LexisAnswers instead goes beyond, delivering a direct answer to your legal question. So it's not just about pulling documents, it's about finely tuned document-based results. And this isn't just your run-of-the-mill keyword search that you would do on Lexis, Westlaw, or Google. This is different because LexisAnswers taps into the powerful machine learning and advanced natural language processing to turn a seemingly simple question into a clear, concise answer. So what you see on the screen here, it's not magic, believe it or not. It is the result of extractive AI at work. And LexisAnswers scours through extensive network of libraries and databases, case law, all of that fun stuff to pull key passages from cases, statutes, practical guidance, and secondary sources. But the system doesn't stop there. It even suggests further questions with answers to those questions as well. So this is just the beginning of the magic of machine learning and deep learning technologies, laying the foundation to help researchers like you locate relevant information faster and more cost effectively. And as legal professionals, of course, we all crave efficiency, accuracy, and cost effectiveness in our research. Recognizing this need, advanced AI technology steps in to assist users in finding precise results faster. Now let's take a look at how this works with the Pinpoint tool on Lexis+. This is a straightforward example of AI working hand in hand with your existing content to elevate your current legal research experience. So Pinpoint here is all about precision, like the name suggests. It allows you to focus on specific issues of facts within your case, offering a tailored search experience. Imagine being able to navigate directly to the heart of your legal matter. Instead of sifting through vast amounts of information, you can streamline your search to focus only on the essentials. This is a tool designed to enhance, of course, the precision of your legal research, again, using this advanced AI without the need for a deep dive into product features. So, all right, let's dive into the nitty-gritty of how extractive AI is making waves in the world of legal research. What you're seeing now here on the screen is Pinpoint in action. This is the tool that we just mentioned, keeps things simple. You just pick a practice area, type in your topic, no frills, just results. Now, the cool part is this tool isn't just simple, it's also quite smart. It taps into a treasure trove of legal knowledge using thousands of litigation practice area enrichments across a whopping 6,000 legal topics. And what does this mean for you? It means that you can say goodbye to wading through irrelevant information. And here's where the magic really happens. The advanced machine learning gets into the mix, even understanding synonyms to make sure you're getting the most accurate results. There's no need for legal jargon gymnastics. You really simply just tell it what you need. So now let's throw in a real world scenario. Let's say you're knee-deep in a tort or personal injury case involving a client who got T-boned in a car accident, which unfortunately led to them needing a spinal fusion. Simply, we would just type in spinal fusion in the search bar here, pick your jurisdiction, and you're off to the races, searching Lexis's extensive databases. With just that one simple search, I have already started searching cases, dockets, most cited statutes, practical guidance, and administrative materials on this topic. I can also search medical images, clinical key, and scientific journals. I can also see verdicts and settlements organized by award in US dollars by resolution, and expert witnesses derived from those verdicts and settlements regarding the primary issue or topic of spinal fusion. So as you can see, this is like having a legal research assistant that really speaks your language. No more digging through the haystacks, trying to find that one needle. And by understanding the nuances of your case, Pinpoint refines your search results, making your research more efficient and targeted. So as we explore the role of AI in legal research, keep in mind that tools like Pinpoint are contributing to a simpler, more informed, and precise approach to legal exploration and research. Another prime example of extractive AI is brief analysis, which uses AI to instantly scan an entire legal document, producing a dashboard report that pinpoints legal concepts, surfaces additional research recommendations, and provides suggestions for crafting stronger legal strategies. Now, this mirrors the process that judges and court clerks use when analyzing opposing briefs. So this means you can compare multiple documents and explore common elements and differences in those parties' arguments. You can find cases that strengthen each party's position, discover simple language to incorporate into your brief, and also check to ensure your quotes are accurate. Now, let's talk about the powerful aspect behind this specific extractive AI for our brief analysis tool called prescriptive analytics. This doesn't just tell us what happened, it guides us on what can be done, like having a legal strategy advisor. So while there are several platforms that offer these types of services, Lexis Plus offers the brief analysis tool, which is what we've been looking at for the past few minutes here. And this tool aims to supercharge your legal research and simplify drafting. So in a nutshell, it's here to make your life easier. So here you can upload your document, even an opponent's document, and get actionable recommendations. And the steps to do that is first, you would just upload your document, PDF or Word doc, and the computer will get to work. It will scan the document and then provide targeted recommendations for that specific document that you uploaded. So the dashboard, after you've uploaded a document, gives you a chance to customize the particular legal concepts and jurisdictions that you want to focus on so you can get even more targeted recommendations. Going to the case recommendations takes you into the uploaded document to the particular sections where the prescriptive analytics tool has identified case law that may be helpful and maybe even case law that you missed. So in this particular situation, the system recognized a paragraph in which these recommended cases have not been cited. So you can imagine why this is a very helpful tool. And then clicking on those case recommendations, it'll highlight the case not cited in the document with the outcome and relevant passage highlighted for your quick review. It'll even identify whether the case law is favorable or unfavorable. So if this is your opponent's work, you may want to spend some time on that unfavorable authority. This tool also provides a list of similar briefs to the document you uploaded to see how these arguments have been made in other cases like yours. Prescriptive analytics, again, tells you what can be done. No more guesswork, just efficient legal insights. And these tools, again, are designed to be your allies, making your legal journey quicker and more straightforward. And one final thing on this that I did forget to mention is any document that you upload into the brief analysis tool, it is not saved in the database anywhere. I know that is a common question with confidentiality, of course, is a huge concern. So once you X out of the brief analysis tool, the document that you uploaded goes away. It is not saved anywhere in the system. Now, switching gears, let's explore generative AI, the recent disruptor in the AI realm. And as a reminder, extractive AI, which is what we've been covering the past few minutes, this is the AI that recognizes patterns and extracts pre-existing data. However, generative AI, on the other hand, takes it up a notch. It doesn't just predict, it creates entirely new content spanning images, text, audio, and more. Now, let's first take a moment to reflect on how exactly generative AI has been portrayed in pop culture, especially in sci-fi movies. Throughout the history of cinema, these AI characters have often been cast as villains with a common theme of even posing a threat to humanity. From the rogue computer in A Space Odyssey to the unsettling doll android in the latest movie series Megan, this list is extensive. These fictional narratives have fueled our imagination, sometimes depicting AI with ominous intentions, even to the point of threatening human existence. But as we navigate the realm of AI, it's essential to acknowledge that our perspective is often shaped by these worst case scenarios, such as the ones we see in pop culture and movies. So the launch of OpenAI's groundbreaking ChatGPT AI model has further intensified the intrigue surrounding AI and raised even more questions about its potential impact, both positive and negative, in various fields, including the legal profession. Now let's dive deeper into generative AI. In a nutshell, it's a type of artificial intelligence that goes beyond recognizing patterns. It creates entirely new content based on learned patterns in data from existing content. So unlike its counterpart of extractive AI, which pulls from pre-existing data, generative AI conjures up new images, text, audio, and more. And here's the cool part about it is generative AI isn't just confined to its training data sets. It can respond to questions or prompts containing information that it wasn't specifically trained on. This is a phenomenon known as zero-shot learning. But you're probably wondering, how does this all work? So generative AI is built on extractive AI, again, the kind that locates relevant information, and it utilizes these machine learning platform algorithms to analyze patterns in large data sets like text or images. The AI then crafts new content similar in style and structure to the original data, but extremely new and original. So now let's clarify the buzz behind ChatGPT and generative AI. So GPT, it's not just ChatGPT, just GPT itself stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Now, this was developed by OpenAI, who developed ChatGPT, but this GPT is a type of generative AI known as a large language model, again, focusing on generating human-like language. These models, including the most recently evolved GPT-4, use a technique called a transformer, which enables coherent and context-aware language generation. So speaking of evolution, GPT-1 debuted back in June of 2018, with subsequent versions improving and expanding parameters. Just last year, we saw the public launch of ChatGPT, and then most recently, GPT-4, the latest as of March of this year, operates off of trillions of parameters. Yes, that's right, trillions, reflecting its advanced knowledge. So again, the public release of ChatGPT last year sparked a global revolution in many sectors of the economy. And in most sectors, this was simply just generative AI's public debut. However, in the legal world here, for example, law firms and other legal professionals have been examining AI's potential for quite some time, putting it to practical and sometimes even game-changing use. So let's bring some numbers and insights into the picture here. According to a March 2023 study, which surveyed more than 4,000 US legal professionals, including lawyers and law students, it demonstrated that the legal industry is ahead of the curve, believe it or not, in recognizing the growing power of generative AI. And the findings are quite eye-opening, with 88% of lawyers reporting awareness of generative AI compared to only 57% of the general public. And even more intriguing, 51% of those lawyers are either currently using generative AI or have plans to do so in the near future. And now here's where it gets even more interesting. The study also revealed significant socioeconomic differences. So younger respondents under the age of 45, those with higher wealth, males, and individuals with more education were more likely to have explored generative AI for legal purposes. And these statistics shed light on the dynamic landscape of AI adoption in the legal industry, emphasizing the varied perspectives and usage patterns based on demographics and professional backgrounds. So as the legal industry becomes more cognizant of AI, it's essential to recognize that AI isn't a newcomer. It's been a part of platforms like Lexis Plus for years, as we've just seen in some of the tools that are already available to you. And features like natural language searching and data visualizations have been enhancing legal research for quite some time now. However, the recent strides in generative AI, capable of creating information and mimicking human conversation, are poised to even further revolutionize the legal landscape, potentially transforming how law is taught, studied, and practiced. The upside of this, though, is tools utilizing generative AI technology like GPT models bring unprecedented time-saving benefits such as conversational search, which is a more nuanced understanding of your search queries, considering your conversation history, summarizing capabilities for swift and easy digestion of complex legal topics, and then finally, document drafting, providing initial drafts for legal briefs, memos, emails, demand letters, basic contracts, and more. But the big question arises, should lawyers embrace generative AI? And if so, how? I'm here to guide you through that question. In just a few moments, we'll delve into generative AI's applications for law firms and lawyers and discuss key considerations when selecting an AI-powered tool. But first, it's time for our first participant verification code. So jumping right back into it, let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is ChatGPT's limitations. As much as we'd all love it to be an all-knowing general artificial intelligence, it does have its constraints, mainly rooted in its decoder-only architecture. So while ChatGPT excels in casual conversation, its Achilles heel is control over factuality. And here's why. The decoder-only architecture means that ChatGPT lacks an encoder mechanism, making it challenging to control the accuracy of responses. So the longer the conversation, the higher the risk of ChatGPT going off track or even hallucinating. And hallucinating is a term for really just creating false information. So longer sequences pose a greater challenge and in terms of control and predictability. So the longer the prompt that you write or the longer the conversation, the more likely that ChatGPT is to hallucinate a response or create a fake or false response that is not rooted in fact. Next, statistical process. So given its statistical nature, ChatGPT might generate responses that seem accurate, but actually lack factual accuracy. So for instance, it could create realistic looking case citations that are entirely fabricated. And we'll dive into an example of that in just a minute. But it's also crucial to distinguish between open and closed generative AI. So while closed generative AI, like you would on LexisNexis, Lexis AI, that is a closed research platform, but generative AI like ChatGPT is an open AI and can oftentimes provide what we call dirty information, which means it generates answers based on probability rather than actual verified sources. And its training data may also include untrustworthy information. So the bottom line, using ChatGPT for anything beyond casual chit-chatting is not advisable, and relying on it for legal or medical advice without further human validation or factual accuracy can be downright dangerous. So now let's delve into a cautionary tale that unfolded on June 23rd of this year, highlighting the pitfalls of unverified reliance on AI, specifically ChatGPT. Does anyone recognize the man in this photo? How about now? Yes, so this is Stephen A. Schwartz, one of the first lawyers who has been sanctioned after submitting a legal brief containing false statements of case law, also known as hallucinations that we mentioned in the last slide, made up by ChatGPT. So in an unprecedented case, a federal judge imposed $5,000 fines on him and another lawyer and their law firm in New York for submitting fictitious legal research in an aviation injury claim blaming ChatGPT. Here's a brief overview of what transpired in that case. So the lawyer used ChatGPT to find cases for a personal injury lawsuit against an airline. ChatGPT provided cases with citations and quotes, all entirely fabricated. The submitted brief included these fictitious cases. When challenged by opposing counsel and the judge about the non-existing citations, the lawyers doubled down, relying on ChatGPT's confirmation. They even swore via affidavit without verifying the information independently. This is where we can see they went wrong with these sanctions and consequences. The lawyers were sanctioned, lost their case, and the incident exposed the risks of generative AI hallucinations, the tool creating that false information. The judge in this case stated the lawyers acted in bad faith for abandoning their responsibilities as lawyers. And while he acknowledged technological advances, he emphasized attorneys' gatekeeping role to ensure filing accuracy. And this case triggered a directive known as the Mandatory Certification Regarding Generative AI Rule. This requires attorneys to confirm that no AI tool like ChatGPT was used to draft legal briefs or that any AI drafted language was checked for accuracy by a human. Several similar incidents have emerged since I created this PowerPoint that have underlined the needs for caution in AI reliance. So LexisNexis, in response, is pioneering generative AI for legal research with a focus on reliability and consistency. The March 2023 study that I mentioned earlier revealed that 87% of lawyers expressed concerns about the ethical implications of using generative AI. So if we remember, there were 88% that knew about it, and 87% of those 88% were concerned about the ethical implications. So this prompts a critical question: do we need new rules, or are existing rules sufficient? Let's explore this in more detail now. So as technology hurdles towards automating more decisions, lawyers are eager to leverage emerging tech for a competitive edge. However, this rapid development often outpaces ethical considerations. And lawyers are encouraged to maintain competence in the practice of law, and this includes being aware of and understanding the implications of technology, including AI, in legal practice. ABA Model Rule 1.1 underscores the duty to provide competent representation, urging lawyers to stay abreast of technological advancements, including AI benefits and risks. In 2012, the ABA even amended Comment 8 to Rule 1.1, emphasizing the duty to stay abreast of these technological changes, including the capabilities and limitations of AI. So understanding these ethical implications of AI in legal practice is paramount. Lawyers must not only comprehend how AI functions, but also ensure AI tools yield accurate and reliable results. The legal landscape is ever evolving, and staying attuned to ethical considerations is vital for maintaining professional standards and client trust. As seen in the New York example I mentioned a few minutes ago, the propensity of generative AI to hallucinate or invent facts that don't exist in responses raises red flags. So lawyers using AI must ensure not only understanding of how AI works, but that those AI tools consistently produce accurate results. So in this landscape that is evolving as rapidly as AI, ethical considerations must remain at the forefront of your legal practice, guiding you in responsible and informed AI use. And most states, including Florida, now require attorneys to keep up with technology as the part of the duty of competent representation, and urge lawyers to seek education on these technological advancements in the legal practice. So attending the CLE is a great place to start. So kudos to everyone in attendance today for taking the initiative to stay informed. Next, we have ABA Model Rules 5.1 and 5.3, which are our beacons for ethical leadership. Rule 5.1 guides managers to ensure ethical harmony. And don't forget, as lawyers, supervising both humans and non-humans like AI tech. So the amendment in 2012 clarified that non-lawyers now includes non-human entities like our artificial intelligence technologies. And Rule 5.3 for non-lawyer assistants, this emphasizes ethical oversight and guidance. Now that we've explored a bit of the ethical landscape outlined by the ABA model rules, let's pivot to a fascinating intersection where the legal profession meets this cutting-edge technology. So shifting our focus from these established guidelines, we'll now delve into the transformative realm of generative AI and its applications specifically in the legal field. So far, we've covered the basics and technical details of extractive and generative AI, but why should lawyers care about this at all? Ultimately, there's no denying the benefits of generative AI that can pose to your daily work life. So imagine being able to automate your most tedious tasks, leaving more time for your most important tasks, like building strong client relationships, developing innovative legal research strategies, and staying up to date on the latest legal trends. And of course, let's not forget work-life balance, your personal life too. So plus, there's no denying the competitive advantage it will give you over lawyers who are stuck in the past and refuse to adopt this new technology. So let's look at how generative AI can be incorporated into your daily workflows through research tools, drafting features, and business management help. In the contemporary digital landscape, the legal industry is witnessing a significant transformation driven by the increasing role of chatbots and virtual assistants. These technologies are reshaping how lawyers engage with clients, manage routine tasks, and optimize their workflow. Chatbots were initially limited to basic responses, but they've since evolved into sophisticated programs like the one we're looking at here that are capable of handling intricate legal inquiries, conducting research, generating documents, and offering legal advice within the boundaries set by you as the researcher. So engaging with a generative AI tool such as Lexis Plus AI is akin to having a conversation with a trusted colleague who understands your needs and responds accordingly. So instead of just starting a new search every time your search results fall short, this Lexis Plus AI tool allows you to refine your responses through an interactive conversational dialogue, mirroring the way that humans communicate with one another. So you may be wondering how this compares to other chat-based AI such as ChatGPT, but what sets Lexis Plus AI apart from ChatGPT is Lexis's integration of embedded citation links for statutes, case opinions, and other content. So this feature enhances the user experience by providing seamless access to the relevant legal references with linked hallucination-free legal citations. So think back to those New York attorneys who were sanctioned for citing false case law made up by ChatGPT. This could have been avoided if they used a tool that is specifically designed for legal research instead of just a simple chatbot like ChatGPT. So here is what Lexis Plus AI looks like. You have the ability to start with a general or fairly specific question. In this instance on the screen, the AI is being prompted with a question about how to calculate time periods in New York. The response is a direct answer to the question with embedded links that you'll see here at the bottom to case opinions, statutes, and other content that can provide the user with practical guidance. So you have the ability to explore the response further by simply clicking on one of the embedded links, or you can prompt the AI to assist with this. In our example, we are asking for a summary of one of these embedded links. And just like you would in a conversation with a colleague, when the answer is unclear or if you need more information, you can just simply ask the AI to adjust its response and to clarify that specific point. So legal AI summarization can also assist attorneys in preparing for court by distilling lengthy statutes, cases, or legal briefs into succinct summaries. Lawyers can focus on key arguments and precedents relevant to their case strategy. So instead of parsing your way through tons of document results, you can get an on-point summary to jumpstart your understanding, confirm your intuition, or cut to the answer you need faster. Legal documents, of course, can be lengthy and often contain boilerplate text. So summarization can provide a quick overview of the most important aspects of such a document. So when conducting extensive legal research, this legal AI tool's summarization capability allows you to quickly review the key points of a multitude of documents. And this, of course, expedites the information gathering process, saving time and improving overall research efficiency. Another instance where this could be used is in contract review and drafting to quickly extract and comprehend key terms, obligations, and potential risks from lengthy contracts, which of course ensures a more efficient and thorough contract analysis. In each of these scenarios, though, the summarization capabilities of this legal AI tool contribute to increased productivity, enhanced comprehension, and more effective decision-making within the legal profession. So in this example, we are now prompting the AI solution to provide an overview of a topic around the burden shifting that must occur in an employment retaliation case in federal court where an employee claimed she was retaliated against. So within seconds, generative AI can draft that summary and include all citations to all of those references used. As we can see here, we're scrolling through the summary, and then at the very bottom of the response, it will have those links to the citations of all references used. Finally, AI can also draft for you. So customers have told us that the initial draft assistance can save hours of time across a typical work week. And with the conversational search, you can direct Lexis Plus AI to adjust drafts by asking it to make the tone more aggressive, less aggressive, or to shorten and simplify it for explaining it to a client. As lawyers, it's a significant part of our workday to draft documents. And harnessing the power of generative AI technology presents a tremendous opportunity to optimize this process, with 53% of legal professionals already eagerly anticipating this integration. Again, referencing that March 2023 study mentioned earlier. So imagine the efficiency gains possible through a tool that automates the drafting of various documents, including contracts, legal memos, client emails, letters, arguments for litigation documents, and even patent applications. By leveraging generative AI, legal professionals can revolutionize the document drafting landscape, unlocking newfound efficiency and allowing them to focus on the strategic aspects of their work. The anticipation among lawyers for this transformative technology underscores its potential impact on reshaping the legal profession. But in all cases of using AI, it's important to note that AI-generated language should always be reviewed by a lawyer to ensure that it complies with applicable laws and regulations and accurately reflects the party's intentions. So while AI can assist you in your drafting process, it cannot replace the expertise or judgment of a human lawyer like yourself. So in our final examples here, we'll explore the common drafting tasks and start by asking the generative AI tool to draft a cease and desist letter to a third party infringing on trademarks of Elsevier. Note the speed and formatting of the initial draft, but as we scroll down to the citations included in the draft, you'll see how quickly you can link directly into the content that was leveraged to create the actual draft. Generative AI can help save a significant amount of time, but it is also up to each user to ensure that the work product is reviewed. And again, what sets Lexis+ AI apart is these embedded citations at the bottom that allow you to quickly access and review the content that was leveraged, like reviewing here. And if you click on any of these hyperlinks, it'll bring you directly to the document where that AI-generated response was pulled from. So when utilizing an AI-assisted drafting tool, you also have the ability to do things like start with a question. Here, we are asking for cases in New York where refusal to pay an incentive compensation constitutes an unlawful deduction in violation of a state statute. Once the cases are found and you've reviewed the results, you can then prompt the AI tool to draft an argument on the topic. The legal argument is quickly created, and once again, embedded citations are provided along with a prompt from the AI tool asking for more legal facts if you need assistance extending the argument. So as we witness the remarkable capabilities of AI streamlining complex legal tasks, a recurring question emerges of what impact will this have on billable hours, the essence of legal practice. And according to David Lucking, a partner at Allen & Overy, the answer is a resounding yes, it's a possibility. This then prompts us to ask, is this shift necessarily a negative development? A March report by Goldman Sachs suggests that 44% of legal work can be automated using these emerging AI tools. And similarly, research from Princeton, University of Pennsylvania, and NYU identify legal services as one of the industries most exposed to occupational change from generative AI. And as generative AI technology evolves, so do our client expectations. And this challenges our traditional billing structures. So the question then becomes, are clients willing to pay a premium rate for tasks that AI can perform for a fraction of the cost? Traditionally, AI primarily affected only blue-collar jobs and back office roles, but the current surge of AI advancements poses potential challenges to white-collar professions like the field of law. And this evolution could reshape the financial dynamics of the legal business, challenging the traditional billing model that charges high rates for hours spent on intricate tasks. And as we navigate this transformative landscape, it's crucial to again recognize that the integration of AI in legal practice is not a threat, but rather an opportunity to redefine how legal professionals deliver value and enhance client outcomes. The future of law lies at this intersection of human expertise and technological innovation. Already, these GPT-powered tools are being introduced to the market, as we've just seen. So let's explore some things to consider when selecting which AI tool you are going to use in your legal practice. Now, while it's understandable to be excited about all that generative AI can do for you, it is not wise to choose just any AI-powered tool to assist you in your work. Most lawyers suspect it's time to incorporate AI into their practice, or they're at least curious about it, but only the best lawyers will understand that it's more important than ever to continue protecting client information and to use accurate information. So to help with your decision, here are a few factors to consider when selecting a generative AI tool to use in your legal practice. First and foremost, the accuracy and reliability of AI tools are critical factors to consider, particularly when it comes to generating legal documents or conducting legal research. You should look for tools that have a high degree of accuracy and have been tested and validated by experts in the field. So some questions you might ask about both the tool and the company selling the tool include, where is this tool getting its information? And you should choose a tool that learns from a vetted database of citable authority that has updated and current information. Again, going back to those open versus closed AI models, whereas Lexis Plus AI is a closed tool with verified information, and ChatGPT, for example, is an open AI tool that gets its information from anywhere on the internet, which we know can quite often be unreliable. The next question, how does the company approach artificial intelligence? The company should provide transparency and the removal of bias, inaccuracies, and harmful disinformation. And then finally, what kind of experience does the company have with AI? You should select a tool produced by a company with an existing track record of producing high quality AI powered products. For example, here I have RELX, which is Lexis's parent company, our artificial intelligence principles up here on the screen. And again, the most important question when considering accuracy and reliability is, where does that content originate? And again, as an illustrative example, think back to those New York attorneys who faced sanctions for utilizing ChatGPT, which was a tool reliant on the open internet for a source of open source information, which then led to hallucinations in content. So when questioned, ChatGPT may even insist that these cases can be found on reputable platforms like Westlaw or LexisNexis, even when that may not be true. So contrastingly, with Lexis Plus AI, the methodology takes a different path and the system refrains from scouring the open internet and instead hinges on its extractive AI and internal database network. The integrity of your legal insights reflect on the foundations we've just explored in the previous slide, ensuring accuracy and reliability. But the next topic is imperative to recognize is data security and privacy, which cannot be overstated, especially within the legal industry where documents and client information are highly sensitive and confidential. So this naturally brings up questions surrounding what data an AI tool is able to access, where this data is protected, and if it is stored by a third-party AI platform not controlled by counsel and potentially accessible to others. And then you should also ensure that the tool you're using has robust data privacy and security measures in place. Again, there are multiple drawbacks to using a free or open source GPT tool like ChatGPT, and this is perhaps one of the most notable issues with using ChatGPT is that it is an open source tool that doesn't protect your information or your clients. Trustworthy generative AI powered tools are backed by organizations like Lexis with strong and transparent views on data governance and the appropriate steps to uphold these standards. Different legal practices and specialties may also require different types of language or specific legal terminology. So lawyers should look for tools that can be customized to their specific needs and generate language that is appropriate to their practice. So for example, a tool with conversational search will allow you to adjust your tool's outputs through prompts. And with any new tool, technical issues or questions may arise when using it. So look for tools and companies that offer excellent customer support and resources such as training, opportunities to provide feedback, and access to customer support. So embracing the potential of generative AI for legal practice, I want to once again emphasize the importance of approaching its integration with care and diligence. To effectively navigate this, legal professionals engaging with generative AI should cross-verify data, always do this to make sure the information generated by AI tools, and consider cross-referencing AI-produced data with traditional legal databases or seeking expert human opinions to ensure accuracy. Next, strive for a balanced integration of AI within the workflow where AI serves to complement existing skills rather than replace them. Exercise caution when submitting sensitive data to generative AI applications as well to ensure that appropriate data security measures and contractual terms are in place to safeguard against unauthorized use, training, or compromising attorney-client privilege and client confidentiality. And finally, staying updated on the latest AI applications in the legal field and remain vigilant about the potential pitfalls or challenges that may arise. And as Socrates wisely articulated, the secret to change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but building on the new. And the legal world is on the brink of a big change with AI joining the scene. So, when smartly used, AI can totally shake up how we operate as lawyers. Even though AI can't replace human touch, at least for now, it's fantastic for making things run smoother and faster. So instead of seeing AI as competition, you should see it as a cool tool to make your life better. It's all about finding the right balance. And in the future, those who can use AI will have a competitive advantage over those who chose not to be an early adopter of this emerging technology. Lawyers will need to adjust how they work, but it's a win-win for everyone at the end of the day because AI becomes a silent helper, making handling those tricky cases easier and cutting down on boring tasks. So as you think about how AI could shake up law, picture how it might change your work. If we welcome this tech in a pro way, we might just kick off a legal revolution, one that uses AI to supercharge legal work, boost efficiency, and shape the future of the legal world. Now let's unveil the second and final participant code. As we bring this presentation to a close, I want to express my sincere appreciation for each of you joining today's session, both in person and virtually. I hope the insights shared have been informative and thought-provoking. In the realm of legal technology, the power of transformation lies not only in our understanding, but also in our collective exploration of its possibilities. So your presence here signifies a shared commitment to staying informed about the evolving landscape of our profession. And as you continue your legal professional journey, I hope these insights guide you in navigating the exciting intersection of law and technology. I appreciate your attention, and I'm optimistic about the positive changes that lie ahead for all of us. Should you have any questions or thoughts after this session, please feel free to reach out. I wish you all the best in your endeavors, and thank you once again for being a part of today's session. For any further questions, technical problems, or credit questions for our online attendees, I have the CLE email listed up here on the screen. It's cle@lexisnexis.com, and I also have my information up here on the screen for our online attendees who aren't able to participate in the live Q&A, which I will open the floor up now.